know thyself. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through, balls to bones.
Got the column of the go, didn't want to go at first, but something told me I needed to leave the past in order to reach the stature I was meant for. Little did I know what I was in for, or what I'd have to do to endure. So with little information I said, Roger that, 10-4. As soon as I made these statements, training commenced. I waved the matrix goodbye and things started making some sense. It was all a damn hologram, not a damn thing was real. I never seen what's real till I opened my eyes, open surprise.
Everything that I was ever told was a lie.
So how am I supposed to arise to go to the sky when it's not even there? I'm not breathing in air. My body's impaired in a state of shock. Spraying and shot, and they expect me to be the one, so everyone needs a gun. So tell me to run, it's my lifelong duty to fight on. Cause I'm gone, so they don't suffer more. To prevent other wars, the fate of the world is in my palms, like the motherboard. So to myself I swore the oath, and before we know we're gonna go see the Oracle. She said, and that's usually where the story begins. But then 40 men started swarming in to pouring flips and shells. Then I'm telling myself, just inhale, but something died inside of me, just like an unborn fetus. Then in the wake I realized I had a decision to make. I could keep living the fake life like a slithering snake, as if my legs were crooked to break. But if I stand up, I won't be a bystander and live my life with high standards. So I'm the example for others, lighting the candle to lead the way as we escape the deepest caves of monkeys and apes. And once we can take the keys and break the confines of our minds, the sparks fly in minds of men, which might just then turn into enlightenment as you and I ascend. Now we might summon, then I summon every inch of the strength of my body's width to stand firm like cement. I used to like living where I fit in. Now I'm embarked on a suicide mission in no man's land with no damn plan, where the guns go blam blam. But if you want beef with me, we can go hand hand. Bunches of gun clips stuffed inside my luggage. The minute me and Trinity get the scene, hands in the air, but SWAT with the ones who were panic and scared. We brandish the gear to damage the pairs of units who were apparently had no bandage to wear a coding. Mostly only smoke screens and trench into trench coat beams. But both me and Trinity see the matrix decoding running in my veins as they try and kill me. 9 millies pumped to defy brains simultaneously. But it may be a dream, I may be asleep, maybe it's me. But either way we detonate TNT on the lower floor, which has been waxed in half. Limbs, axe, bats, and coats of gore as I hold the sword, prepared to blow the door off the hinges. I stop to reminisce on words of one of the orphans in the orphanage.
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon.
There is no spoon. There is no spoon. Wrapped in camo, strapped with ammo, I regain my purse. The smirk as the barrels burst. I jab and stab at short spurts, shirts and short squirt. Shells rain fell like spare change as they tear brains of those who felt pain. The firepower of my finest hour can melt hell's flames. Bullets go through windows, and soon I'll need new shells. But Morpheus ran towards the B-212, and I grabbed him before we missed. Trinity 2 fell, but I grabbed it. Then after we had to make our getaway through the subway, underground basement shit. We had just made it then. I was confronted by
Agent Smith.
Thought to run, he's got the gun, but if I did, I'm not the one, so I stopped the wonder if I can do this. We ran out of bullets, so I threw a fist, and this time I used some kicks. Felt like I was on the loose, and it's when he hit me swiftly in the ribs, which are now bruised and chipped. But I had to get up, couldn't give up, even if I want to. So I channel my inner Sun Tzu to wage war with Kung Fu. I guess this is what it's come to. Smith threw me against the wall once and again. Then he grabbed me from the debris I was sandwiching. It was looking hopeless, ugly. My nose was bloody, jaw sore from my damaged chin. I was panicking, and then he said,
Started yourself.
Your journey just ran a tip. You must have forgotten who I was, so I remember to fly up and leave the what I was standing in. Drop Smith's body like a mannequin, and then when he ate that train track, it was payback for pretending to be my slave master. It was a great act. I couldn't contain my ecstasy before the brakes wind that a screeching halt. The thing stopped the train in a new age. Smith X is clean, it vexes me. The complexity of Agent Smith's hatred in mankind perplexes me. As long as I'm existing, he only lives to see my solar plexus bleed, which is exactly what happened next. Good thing I'm too fast for death, running through traffic, stressed as the rep stage into the matrix. I blasted text to lay my ass to rest as the rest out of my heels to flame. The aim came close to my ankles, but I ain't toast. Even after the shells rain, there ain't no rainbow. And Agent Smith isn't an angel with a halo. But guess who I met in my last drastic steps? I ran into the hands of the enemy. I should have known the minute we slipped. I couldn't even speak when Smith MTV clipped. I never felt more cold as when my torso had been torn holes in my stomach as my form folds. You know that feeling when you're so close to the portal that you think you're immortal, then your body leaves your soul and they tell you that you're normal. But I no longer believe what you're told anymore. No, now I see things for what they are. Remorse cold. My heart's beating, I start breathing. I tell my mind you aren't leaving. Even if others harp speaking, you can hardly win. I gotta give it a try. How could I know the limit of my power if I quit in my life? Regardless of this vision of mine, regardless of the distant decide if you're dying to live or living to die. Cause if you're doing the latter, you're only living alive, not even alive. My heart's beating, I start breathing. I tell my mind you aren't leaving. Even if others harp speaking, you can hardly win. I gotta give it a try. How could I know the limit of my power if I quit in my life? Regardless of this vision of mine, regardless of the distant decide if you're dying to live or living to die. Cause if you're doing the latter, you're only living alive, not even alive. My heart's beating, I start breathing. I tell my mind you aren't leaving. Even if others harp speaking, you can hardly win. I gotta give it a try. How could I know the limit of my power if I quit in my life? Regardless of this vision of mine, regardless of the distant decide if you're dying to live or living to die. Cause if you're doing the latter, you're only living alive,